Hi everyone, it's Julia, and today I wanted to share a video that's pretty different from the videos that I regularly share on this channel. I've recently had a very eye-opening and transformative conversation with a really good friend of mine, and it really helped me figure out the types of content that I want to share on this platform moving forward. And I have such a renewed sense of energy and excitement about this breakthrough, and it's a breakthrough I've been wanting to have for over a year now, and this conversation was the catalyst for this breakthrough. So I wanted to share that story with you today because I think it can be very helpful for people who may be going through a similar struggle that I had been going through. So recently I was talking to one of my really good friends, Kaya, and just for context, Kaya is a friend that I had made when I lived back in Canada. Now I'm living in the US, and her and I just have such a really open and beautiful type of friendship. When we first connected, we bonded on the fact that we were both business owners and we were working on our own businesses and had a passion to help others. And ever since then, we have just become so close, and she's the type of friend that I can talk to about anything, and our whole friendship exists through voice notes. We love sending voice notes back and forth to each other. So recently I reached out to her about a struggle that I had been facing. So I had opened up to Kaya about how I was struggling with the content that I was creating for Living My 2.0. Over the last year, I would say I have been in a place where I've just been lacking some clarity and direction around the content that I want to create and share with the world. And because I was lacking that direction, it was just making it really hard for me to show up consistently because I just felt overall confused about my vision and what I was working towards. So I was just feeling really stuck. And just for a little bit of context, this platform, Living My 2.0, was originally born out of a different purpose. It was born out of the desire for me to start my own business, to be a life coach, and specifically to be an anxiety coach and help people heal their anxiety naturally, because that was something that I had been through, that I had done for myself, and I wanted to share that with other people and help other people. And after a little while, I realized that I didn't actually want to be a life coach, because when I was really reflecting on my idealized dream life, I realized that it didn't involve just talking about anxiety all the time and selling courses and selling programs all the time, showing up on social media to sell. It just didn't really feel aligned anymore. And I also realized that I wanted to talk about more than just anxiety. And the business world really tells you, especially with coaching, that if you're going to be a coach, you have to focus on one specific topic and talk about that topic all the time in order to sell your programs related to that topic. And that whole thing just wasn't really aligning with me anymore. I wanted to venture out of that. I wanted to do more. I wanted to talk more about mindset and personal development and my connection to nature and how healing that has been for me. And that just wasn't really fitting in the mold of anxiety coach. So I decided I wanted to move forward from being an anxiety coach. And then after that, for a while, I decided that I wanted to try being a UGC content creator, and I wanted to exclusively make content for brands to promote their products, because I really love the creative side of that. I love coming up with video concepts and filming them. And that sounded exciting to me for a few months, and I was pursuing that. But again, I ran into the roadblock of, when picturing my dream idealized vision of my future, it didn't involve pitching brands all day and exclusively working with brands all the time. So again, I found myself in this place of feeling stuck and not knowing what direction to go in. And for a while, I just accepted that lack of direction and realized that I was in a phase where I was in between places, and I was okay with that. I was open to that. I was open to just, going with the flow and not having a direction for a while and just waiting for the clarity to come through and trusting the universe. And within that time, I moved away from entrepreneurship and I stepped into getting a full-time job. And for a while, that felt really supportive. I actually have been enjoying my job. It's been supporting me financially. It's taken some of those financial burdens off of me that I had before when I was a business owner. And I am just enjoying the work that I'm doing, and I still am enjoying it, but I just really felt like my soul was craving more, and I was finally in the place to be open and to receive that clarity about what that more was going to be. So then Kaya said something to me that just really shifted my whole perspective and led to that clarity that I had been searching for, and it really just changed everything. So what she said to me is, why don't you just start creating content about things that you enjoy, things that you love? Talk about the things that you've been through, talk about your passions like mindset, nature, personal development, and just see where that goes. And when she said that, honestly, my first thought was, that sounds so simple, and why haven't I thought of that before? Like, just sharing content about things that I love, things that I enjoy, things that I think could be helpful for other people that I've been through. It sounds so simple, but then why hadn't I thought about that before? And after doing some self-reflection, I realized that the reason that idea hadn't come to me before is because in the past, I had always been so focused on labels and what my content means, how it connects to my business. I had been so focused on titles and labels because before, like I said, it was, I am an anxiety coach, so I create content around anxiety. And then when I was a UGC content creator, I was focusing so strictly on just creating content for brands and building my portfolio for brands. I always was assigning this meaning and purpose to the content that had to align with this specific title or role that I was giving myself. And what Kaya opened me up to, and what doing the self-reflection about this opened me up to, is that I can just create content that I love, that is inspiring to me, that is more about my life and sharing what I've learned. And that can be the sole purpose of the content, because just sharing those things in a really simple and authentic way can still be really purposeful and can still help people. So that conversation it felt like a permission slip to just finally create content in an organic and authentic way, in a real way, and not have to worry about it being connected to a specific business model. I could just be somebody on YouTube that's a content creator. I can just simply share content about my life and my learning lessons that I've been through and the struggles that I've been through and the things that I do in my life to overcome challenges, and all of those personal stories and learning experiences and lessons can be enough. They could be the things that help other people have their own breakthroughs and learn something new that they didn't learn before, or develop a new habit based on what they've learned that I do. And maybe that habit can help them become a better version of themselves to bring them closer to a goal that they're working on. And the reality is, when I picture my dream life and what that looks like, I've always said that I just want to get paid for being me. I want to be rewarded for being me. I've always dreamed of a life with financial and time freedom. And with achieving that goal of time and financial freedom, I've always just really had this deep desire to be able to positively impact other people, to inspire other people, to empower other people, to teach other people how to become the most authentic and best version of themselves to live their lives in the most fulfilling way possible, and share my gifts and knowledge with the world, and know that the people who come across my content will learn something, or potentially have their own breakthrough moment, or have an epiphany, or potentially feel more positive and hopeful after watching one of my videos, leaving in a better place after watching my video than when they started my video. And that purpose and that vision that I have, it doesn't have to come from having a traditional business. It could just be me being a YouTube creator and inspiring people, impacting people, spreading positivity. And that could just be enough. That could be what I do. That could be the way that I live out my purpose through YouTube and through creating content that really lights me up, and as a byproduct also inspires other people, because energy is everything. The energy that I share with you through the screen can positively impact you, and I've experienced that so many times as someone who loves YouTube and someone who has been on YouTube since the start of it. I have learned so much from YouTube. I have gained so much knowledge and perspective. I have had so many joyful and enjoyable experiences by watching the creators that I love on YouTube. And I've just realized that that's what I really want to do. I want to be one of those people that gets to be the catalyst for people having a more positive day, or having their own breakthrough about a struggle that they've been dealing with, or learning something that can help them improve their lives, and being able to incorporate that into their own lives and seeing the positive byproduct of doing those things. I really just want to be that catalyst for people. It's something that I've always wanted, and I think I just never gave myself the permission slip to just be that person that gets to show up and share what I know and positively impact others by sharing. And I'm really happy that I've had this realization that that's really what I want to do, because ever since I had that conversation with Kaya, things have just gotten so much clearer for me. I've come up with lists of video ideas, things that I never would have thought of creating or sharing before, because I had myself in this box. And now I'm broken out of that box, and I can just feel free and confident to share what I want to share. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the potential that this content has to be impactful for others. And I'm just feeling really hopeful and really lit up, and just reinvigorated and re-inspired, and it just feels really good to be in this place. So when it comes to the type of content that you can expect on this channel moving forward, I still want to create the types of videos that I have been creating. The channeled message videos, those ones I feel like are really special. They are messages that I get from the universe that I know I am receiving, not just for myself, but for others. They are meant for the collective. I also want to keep creating videos about wellness hacks or wellness experiments, like the video that I made about testing out a grounding mat for a week and documenting my experience. I really enjoyed that video, and I haven't made a video like that since then. That video had so much positive feedback, and I think that's because in that moment, in that video, I really was sharing from a more organic place, like I strive to share from with my future content. So I'm definitely going to make more videos like that, whether it's trying out wellness hacks or doing wellness experiment videos, or just sharing reviews about products that have really helped me with my own personal development and mindset. Those are videos I still want to be creating as well. I also want to step out of my comfort zone from where I've been and create more affirmation and meditation videos. That's something that also really gets me excited, and it's something that I've dabbled with in the past, but it's one of those types of content that I've told myself doesn't fit within my niche or, my box that I was in. So I really want to create more videos about meditation and affirmations as well. And then the biggest takeaway that this newfound realization has brought to me is that in addition to those types of videos that I have been creating, I also want to create more videos about my life and things that I've been through and things that I've learned along the way, just more organic videos about me and about my life. And videos like this where I'm just talking to the camera and it's just me sharing in the moment. It's me sharing about what I'm going through in the moment, what I'm working towards, the struggles that I'm working through, just being more real and raw and authentic and sharing more about things that I'm also passionate about. Like some of my ideas from my list include going to the park for the day just to hang out and bringing my camera with me. Maybe I'm doing a journaling prompt and I have a realization of something that's really cool and I want to share it with you. I want to make a video like that. Or I want to make a video where I talk about my goal that I've had for the last year to revamp my entire wardrobe and buy more clothing that is organic and sustainably made. That's a goal that I have and something that I think could be interesting to share that can help others. I'm also thinking about making a video about my morning routine and the things that I do every day to maintain my energy and positive mindset and set myself up for the day, and how I focus on living a wellness-filled lifestyle and the different habits that I do for that, and sharing my favorite personal development books and doing some vlogging type videos. I just haven't given myself the permission to share that type of content in the past, and now I'm feeling called to share it, and I know that it's for a reason. So I'm excited to be able to bring you all that content and to be more consistent with my content now that I have all these ideas and I've taken down all the barriers of what I should be creating, and now just going with the mindset, moving forward with the mindset that I just want to share what I want to create. I just want to share what I'm passionate about my life and what I've been through and the lessons and the struggles and just everything. It feels like a lot. It feels like uncharted territory. It feels like it's unknown. It feels a little bit uncomfortable, but I know that I am feeling called to create this content for a reason, and it's important for us to step outside of our comfort zones and to do the things that feel a little bit scary, because those are the things that are going to help us grow. So that's where I'm at, and I'm just really lit up and really excited to share more content with you, and in the process share more of myself with you, give you all of me, all my knowledge, all of who I am, all of what I've learned, and help you have your own insights and breakthroughs and learning lessons by me sharing. And know that, as always, the purpose behind my content, the purpose behind what I share about anything that I share on the internet, is for the sole purpose of inspiring, empowering, and positively impacting others. So my goal is that through this content, this new rebirth of content that I'm going to be creating, is that that's what you get out of it. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.